Hey guys, Cameron here with Emerson Property Management. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that helped me build up a sizable rental portfolio in about 2 years and now manage that portfolio. Today, guys, I want to talk about the number 39, the very poorly drawn 39, and how that number is super imperative to tenant retention. And if you have a property management company you're working with right now, why this number is important to you. Before I get into that, if you guys find this valuable, please like, subscribe, share it with somebody. If you don't, let me know what we can do better. Comment, shoot me a note, email, whatever. Okay, so let's talk about this. What does this number have to do with anything? 39. It has to do with damn near everything, honestly. 39 is the average number of fees that property managers are charging tenants. Now, I know that's hard to conceptualize, because it's almost blasphemous in my mind. It's hard to even get your head around that. So you think about rent, there's resident benefit packages, there's admin fees for move-in, there's admin fees for move-out, there's fees for no insurance, there's pet fees. I mean, I can go on and on the list of different fees. Fees for paying online, fees for paying via check. I can go on and on. I am floored by the number of fees. When I go to these conferences and events for property management companies or property managers, they always talk about fee maxing and how, hey, you got your fee max on your owners. And I have another video up here regarding owner fees and how many fees there are. It's almost that exact number, which is kind of crazy on the owner side from property management companies. But they also talk about maxing on the tenant side. Now, if you're an owner, you can see that. You can see your fees. But if you're an owner and you don't know what that property management company is charging the tenants. You see it as an owner. Hey, I'm seeing my monthly management fee. Hey, I'm seeing this fee for this or that. You see that clearly, but you do not see all the fees that these management companies are charging your tenants. So when you sit there and ask, why is this tenant moving out? Why can I not get a tenant to renew a lease? Why I'm having such, a rough time with the tenants? Maybe you've had broken leases. Maybe you've had other issues. Why is that happening? I'm not saying it's always because of fee maxing. I don't want that to be misconstrued. But I can tell you that since after the crash in 2012, 2013 and beyond, housing has been in the shortage. I'm sure you guys have heard that. So I don't want to say it didn't matter, but you put lipstick on a pig, do any finishes to a property, it doesn't matter if the functional layout's bad or not, somebody's going to rent that place because there weren't that many things available because low interest rates, owners got screwed. People were, over the past decade, they're buying up homes. Rates are in 2 and 3 and 4%. People are buying them. Now that rates are up, at the time of this recording in 2024, your 30-year fixed mortgage on a primary is between 6.5% and 7.5%. So now people are looking to rent more because affordability is down. And more people want to hold on to their low-cost mortgage that they have instead of selling the property and moving to the next. So what that means is this is creating a surplus of rentals. People are turning to rentals or turning their properties into rentals instead of selling them. So this is adding more inventory. Tenants now have more options. So they have an option to go to a property that looks nice or doesn't, and it's about the same price. Obviously, they're going to go with the one with the better amenities. But the other side of that is when the tenants move into a place and then they get feed to death. This is something you as an owner do not see. You're not aware of. And this could be causing a lot of tenant churn. And I believe very strongly that over the next 3, 4, 5 years, you're going to see a lot of crackdown on all these tenant-related fees. You're already seeing in places like California, Oregon, and some of these other states that are saying they call them junk fees or whatever to tenants. They want things to be super transparent. And I agree with that. They need to be transparent for a tenant. You need to know what you're paying. I mean, it's ridiculous to charge a move-in fee, move-out fee, this fee, that fee. It's just every time you turn around, there's something. And so I think if you don't know what fees your property management company is charging your tenant, then that's going to come back and reflect poorly on your tenant retention. So right now, on average, our tenants stay between 3 and 4 years with us. We also have last year we had an 85% renewal rate. That's because we don't fee our tenants to death. That's because we take care of maintenance. So if you're seeing a high turnover, and I really truly believe that over the next 2, 3, 4 years, with all these talks about private equity getting into property management, they're feeing the owners to death, and now the other side, they're feeing tenants to death, I think you're going to see a lot of owners or a lot of tenants start to move. And hopefully they disclose more of the fees, and then the tenant can say, wow, this property is only $1,300 a month, but my gosh, I've got this fee on the move in, this fee on the move out, this monthly fee, that monthly fee, this fee if we do this. Every time I turn around, I'm getting feed to death. So it really isn't $1,300 a month. It's like $1,350 or $1,400 or whatever. So yeah, my point in this is 39 different fees that can be charged to your tenants. If you're working with a property management company, understand what that is. If you're not, you're in a good spot. You're going to see people gravitate towards those properties because this fee maxing is getting out of control. People are trying to pump up these properties, pump up their revenues, and then sell their property management company. So yeah, I just want to bring attention to that and awareness so that you guys know, what is your property management company doing? Are they feeing your tenants to death? Because tenant retention is incredibly important. I mean, that is your revenue source. So when you can avoid a turnover every year, and you can extend that turnover to 2, 3, or 4 years, you've really improved your cash flow. Do an analysis, and I've got a video up here on how like a month and a half, 2 months of vacancy totally wipes out a year's worth of cash flow. So I hope that was helpful. If it was, let me know. If it wasn't, let me know. And y'all, I just be cognizant of what your property management company is charging your tenants. Be aware of that because the fee maxing is out there, and it impacts you as an owner if the property management company is just feeing you to death or feeing your tenant to death. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next week.